A pleasant good afternoon to all. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce Chris Alexander to Jackie Vibes Radio broadcast facilities in Uptown Toronto. I'm the Cool Breeze. My name is Curtis Anthony. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you. We'll talk about your evolution, your vision, your mission of your craft. The Cool Breeze is here to chronicle the vibe and magnify your brilliance.
Good,
Chris, pleasure to have you here, man. It's been some years
yes.
Since Radio Region. We did some unbelievable interviews that enhance, enlighten, and educate the people, local to global. How are you, man?
Good.
Nice. Now, we're going to talk about the WIDAFEST. What is WIDAFEST?
Okay. So WIDAFEST is an acronym.
Okay.
For festival.
All right.
It's Wednesday International Diaspora African Festival.
All right.
It's a little bit different from what you have in Toronto.
Right.
Okay. This is more a diaspora kind of festival where we try to bring the culture of the diaspora.
Right.
Food, music, dance, drumming, and really try to bring in a small city close to the big city. Because remember, Wednesday's next to the Detroit, and just up the street is Chicago.
Right.
So the goal is to literally make sure that we can take the different countries that are resident in Essex County, because there's lots of them there,
Right.
and bring them together and form a festival.
Right.
Now, the initial idea wasn't my idea. It's my business partner,
All right.
Queen Amina Ikshivio. She basically, so in 2021, she basically came to me to ask me if there was somebody that I knew that could come and help them in Windsor. I said, well, I'm just leaving the Toronto Carnival. That was my last year, because after the COVID, we decided that, I had enough of it, so we got to move on. I said, well, you have somebody who can help you right now. She looked at it and said, myself. So that's the way the genesis of that came.
Yes.
And we decided that, we are going to move that and have the festival. We took a little while to bring it out. So the first version of the festival was in 2023.
Okay.
And we went to the city of Windsor, and we went to people who can help us. There's a gentleman there who basically helped all the festivals, and we decided to work along with us.
Right.
So the very first year, we decided to take that.
How many years have you been doing this?
This is the third year.
30. Now, the whole metamorphosis of this production that you're doing here, what you plan to get out of this?
Well, it's really and truly, it's first of all a not-for-profit.
Right.
And there's a number of different things that we're doing. The festival is just a phase of all the work that's being done in Windsor right now. Because in Windsor, first of its kind is what we call the African Village.
Right.
And we started that a few years ago also.
Okay.
And we started in a little room, basically sharing a room in a place called Kangaroo. And we moved from there to the Accelerator Center, where we had one area. We got into a bigger area, started to pay rent there, and just started moving it from one stage to the next. So right now we're on Tecumseh Road in Windsor.
All right. Your skill set from Toronto Caribbean Festival over the years, what components are you bringing to WIDAFEST from there?
Yeah, and that's a good question, because when we think about Toronto Carnival, you think about the parade and that kind of stuff. But in that role, you're almost like unelected politician.
Right.
You do it everybody.
Right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You do the businesses, the government, you do the community, the culture. And one thing you learn from that is humility grows, gets you where you need to go.
Okay.
So I've learned to work with a number of different people in a number of different areas to basically decide exactly how we can move. So the question is, how does that translate into a area like that?
Right.
Remember, coming from a large city, so Toronto is totally different from
Absolutely.
the way we did things here. We did everything here, meaning that we basically dealt with the police, the city, the government. In that city is a little bit different.
Smaller scale,
and they have everything together called a CIRT.
Right.
Where all the different departments come together and they work together through the city. And the city you work with a person in the city, and that person will link you up with everybody else. But we work directly with the police, with the councillors. We do a number of different things to kind of bring it out.
Chris, that's quite the illuminating explanation. I like that. Listen, so with all your skill set, all the mistakes you have made, and that term, everybody make mistakes in what they're doing. The experience that you're taking to Windsor, the WIDAFEST, I don't want to put you on the spot, but in terms of control, creative control of how things are done, the vendors, who controls the liquor, and certain aspects that we didn't have in the past in the big festival. Do you have control over that?
Okay. Control is a strong word.
All right.
But I think the coordination of how we do things there, it's not like we're just going to fit into a mall.
Right.
Okay? We have the opportunity not to build in the direction that we want to go.
Right.
We have the opportunity to set the tone how we want to set the tone. So basically, the organization that puts it on is called Zealand Creative. So Zealand Creative is really the not-for-profit organization that puts on WIDAFEST. Zealand Creative is linked with the African Village. Zealand Creative is linked with a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
Now, my business partner is a very creative person.
Okay.
She is a visionary.
Okay.
And so she even started a film festival there.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
So I'll talk a little bit about that later.
Right.
But in terms of how everything is done, so we as Zealand coordinates with the vendors.
Right.
We bring the vendors in. Okay. In terms of liquor, we would set up the liquor, and we don't have to go into a place where they take the liquor and then we get a percentage of it. So we do that stuff.
Okay.
Okay. We coordinate with the city. We pay obviously
Right.
to get the park, to get the
Right.
venue. Remember, this is the third year. The very first year, in my mind, I was thinking a lot about Toronto.
Right.
So I was thinking, okay, let's take what we did here and plant it into another area at a smaller scale.
Right.
But you have to realize when you move into different environment, you have to acclimatize yourself with that environment.
Absolutely.
The people look differently, they think differently, a whole bunch of things happen. So the first year was learning year.
Right.
So we went to a mega venue, which is on the waterfront, the riverfront, which is a big concert venue.
Right.
And we were not able to fill that venue the way we were supposed to fill the venue because we realized it's not taking Toronto and bringing it to Windsor.
Okay.
So after the first year, we learned and we said, you know something, let's grow from here.
Right.
So we move it from there to Lansbury Park. Lansbury Park, to me, if you know Toronto, you'll think about Nielsen Park, the way we do Junior Carnival.
Yes.
Smaller place.
Yes, easy
It's
access.
Exactly.
Right.
And there's a park, the green, the street, and it's in a business area along Ottawa Street. Ottawa Street.
Right.
Ottawa Street is a street that has a lot of residents and tons of businesses that runs from Walker in the west, right up to Harwood in the east. And that street, lots that happens. There's a multicultural, multi-business, multifaceted restaurants and all kind of stuff happening. Banks and everything is along that street. It's a business hub. It's like a main street. And Lansbury Park is along that strip.
Right.
And that strip, there's a number of parades that takes place. One parade takes place a week before us is the Gay Pride Parade takes place along there. And so we utilize the same routes as they utilize, and so it was easy for us to be able to run the parade along that area.
Right. Wonderful. Now, I like what you're doing out there, bringing a different dynamic out to another town. And having control and getting the full structure, let the thing run proper compared to chaos we had in Toronto over the years. So in terms of continuity with this program, how does that enlighten or enhance your perspective?
So let me step back a little bit and you understand bootstring.
Right.
Bootstring means that you basically self-fund.
Right.
Our challenge with the festival is when you're brand new, you don't have money.
Right.
Okay.
True.
And when you don't have money, you literally have to find ways to do it. And we've been lucky to have people who in their own time volunteer with us. And I'll share with you, we have people from here, Toronto. I have my schoolmate Johnny who works along with me. I have a number of other people who basically help us out in the areas. And in Windsor, the same thing happens.
Right.
So we have to find the funding, and we've been doing that for since we started.
Right.
But that could only go on for a period until you can not do it anymore.
Right.
We got some help, minimum help from the FEDEV, which is the first year they gave us a very small grant through the MARP program,
Right.
and that was only able to help us with some of the expenses we
Right.
did. And they did it in 2023, and then in 2024 they helped us out a bit again.
Right.
And so that's the challenge that we're facing right now.
Right. When you told me about the WIDAFEST, Chris, I was so excited, and you explained to me on the table what's at stake. I said, Chris, I'm here to work with you with the Jackie Vibes Radio channel, Channel 1, Channel 3, and Radio Echelon.
Yes.
One hand has to grease each other in order for the mission to move forward.
Yes.
Start small and grow big.
And and I like that approach, and I really appreciate your radio station.
Yeah.
That you came up and you said, okay, you know something, you work with us. We have one motto in the festival,
Right.
that everybody who works along with us will be with us as we move forward. Because when we are nobody, the ones that would help us through, we can't, when we become a big festival, which we will be, forget who helped us to get where we are right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fact that just that you're working with us, doing interviews, doing the promo, and getting it out there, people will understand that stations like yours are stations that people really need
Yes.
to work along with. But we know for sure that you will be with us going forward.
Absolutely.
There's another group that basically helped us out a bit. Is Ticket Gateway, where I reached out to Tony.
Big players.
And Tony basically said, you know, something, because I'm going to help you do some stuff.
Yeah.
And we have musicians who came last year without getting paid.
Preach.
They came from California, they came from London, they came all from Toronto.
Speak.
And they participated.
Yeah.
We will continue to work with them as we move forward.
Right. Right.
Okay, volunteers. There's a lot of volunteers, and there are people that, you know, I can't just call every name right now.
Understand, but they know who you are.
They know who you are.
Where your heart is.
But I want to make a shout out this year.
Yeah, go ahead.
Last year, Libero Credit Union basically saw that where we were going, and they decided they was going to give us a hand. So they gave us a sponsor last year.
Right.
Okay, and they came back this year. Okay, still on a small scale, but we're working through with them.
Right.
TD looked at us and said, you know something, we could see where you guys are going. We're going to try to help you guys out also. Inclusive, there's one beauty salon, and she's from Toronto.
Let it out there.
Okay, but she went to Windsor, she set up a place, it's called Inclusive. She's doing very well down there, and she decided she's going to sponsor
that's what I'm talking
the
about.
sessions that we have in terms that we usually have a competition.
Right.
Last year she said I will do it next year, and this year she came forward and she is doing a sponsor this year.
Right.
There's a number of things that we have where we're gonna try our best to see if we can continue to work along with organizations that see where we're actually going. We know that the city scene this year, Louis Sardina, which is the largest band in Toronto.
Good man.
In 2023, when I told Louis, I said, Louis, we need some help. Louis gave me 60 costumes.
What?
60.
Not 16. 60.
60.
Wow.
Gave it to us to give away to participants down there. So the first year of the festival, all the costumes you saw on the street was Sardina.
Yeah. That, to me, that is extraordinary.
Yes.
That's community work at its finest. I know the man.
So so this year we're working to see if he can help us out and bring some of the large costumes so Windsor can see what it is like. So Louis is working with us to see if we can get the king, the queen, the female individuals, and so down on the street of Windsor so people can see exactly what's happening in Windsor in terms of what that is. Drum, we got drum from Detroit. They came and helped us out. This year we're gonna bring down one of the drummers from Toronto, Baringe, who's gonna help us to have the drum festival, and there's a whole bunch of other things that's going to be happening here. It's a small town. We have singers that's coming from the SS Man. He used to be a big artist in China. He is helping us coordinate artists. They have a bunch of artists that's coming. They are not getting paid, but they're coming from the US, they're coming from London, they're coming from all over the place just to participate in WIDAFEST this year. So we're pushing it forward, and that's why when we know we don't have the funding, but people are helping us out.
Chris, tell the people. When's the dates?
Yes. Big one. So it's this year, August 15th to 17th. In Windsor, and it's going to be at Lansbury Park.
Right.
Now, the critical piece is the 3-day event. On the Friday, which is the 15th, we're going to have opening ceremony on that date, and then we're going to have a bunch of artists and performances taking place on that first day with the Drum Festival.
If a person to say, Chris, there's 3 days, if you had to choose one day to be there, which day is it?
I would say come Saturday.
The Saturday, okay.
But Friday is open up. Saturday is a parade. It's a mega. We're gonna have a street parade and stuff happening on the Saturday, but and also on the Sunday. We have vendors all 3 days, by the way. So it's not just one day. But if you, a lot of people are saying to us, and in fact, I know of friends of ours who've already booked months ago. The hotels are filled up now.
Wow.
But in Windsor, there's a lot of people that are coming to Windsor. So Windsor is starting to see the repercussions of bringing in an international, not international, but a festival that can go national, that can have national literally reach, and this is one of the festivals that can do that.
When I look at this thing you're doing, Chris, it's an unbelievable event. You drive the family 2.5, 3 hours out to Windsor. It's like a picnic.
Yeah.
Possibly stay over.
You could stay over. You can drive for one day. So from I live on the east end of Toronto in the GTA. It takes about 4 hours to get to Windsor.
Okay.
But it's very easy, very simple. The road, the highways, there's about 5 or 6 en route stops along the way, and there's a lot of people who take trips. You go through London, Chatham, all those places before you get to Windsor. And Windsor is a growing city now. It's a city that has a lot of culture. There's a lot of African countries, different Liberians and South Sudanese, Uganda, Nigeria, Ghana. If you go through the whole Ethiopia, there's a lot of the different ones that are there. Burundi, a lot of these, and as a matter of fact, I'll talk a little bit about the African village because it's critical for us to understand what
get it out there.
Yeah. So the African village is, as I mentioned earlier, it's one of its kind in terms of we have a location on 189 Tecumseh Road West, and that location is a location that used to be a bank. So we got right in the on Tecumseh Road. The signs are there. Everybody in Windsor, whether it's a councillor or whoever it is, drive along that major hub. You can see African Village there. And what African Village literally does, it helps the community. We do a number of activities there. It's open 5 days a week, and you can do activities there. You can we have young people. We coordinate with a number of other organizations that help put on festivals or put on events there. We help the youth. We have the elderly. We help give food. A number of people who can come and enjoy and learn about the culture, learn about the food, learn about every single thing that happens at the African village. And my business partner, don't talk a lot. I didn't say too much about her, but she has a vision.
Nice.
Basically, this is only the beginning of what's going to happen, because we will eventually have a mega place where you can come and do everything inside the village.
And with this type of event, you need good people around you. You need knowledgeable people who you can trust.
Yes.
So that is great. So Chris, with all the components you laid out there, what is the potential impact and what are your expectations of WIDAFEST?
Oh, WIDAFEST is going to have an economic impact that's going to be unbelievable. And the reason why I say that is this. Across the river, which you can stay right in Windsor and look across the river, is Detroit. Detroit has over 2 million black people in the city. So Detroit is almost like Toronto, right across the city.
So just up
the street is Chicago.
Wow. Right.
Just up the street is Chatham. Just up the street is London. Then we have Kitchener. Then there's Toronto. And people are coming to that city. There's the universities there, Windsor University. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening in Windsor. Now, the economic impact is not only that the festival is going to bring in people, but they have, I wouldn't give props to all the hotels because they're there. Right. But there's a lot of hotels there.
Okay.
Great
that's
hotels.
Good.
So if you come to Windsor, it's not like you're going to Hicktown. You're going to a place where it's so much happening in that mega city that's growing.
Right.
Now, as we know, Windsor is closer to Detroit, which was an auto city. It went dead for a while, but it's coming back right now. And the city is doing a lot of stuff to pump funds into festivals and so to make sure that they can bring the city back to life. So we can get an economic impact and hundreds of thousands of dollars, like an economic impact of people coming in to stay, the food, the groceries, and everything that's happening in Windsor. It will be great as WIDAFEST grows in Windsor.
A great compliment. Chris, give the fan a brief reflection. Where you from and some of the things you're involved with.
Well, for me, I'm a Caribbean boy.
Nice.
Born in Grenada.
Right.
Came to Canada in the 80s. My family is here. Met my beautiful wife here. She's a Jamaican, but we were married here. I used to be in the financial service industry. It's been over 2 decades there.
Okay.
Working in the banking system. Stepped away from that in 2009 and started my own consulting company, Two Surface Enterprise, and we did that. But throughout a period of time, I did a whole bunch of different things. I got into waste energy management, waste energy. I got into construction. I got into a whole bunch of different things that we do. And obviously, I spent 12 years of my time in the Toronto Carnival, being the chief operations officer, learning a lot, dealing with a lot, and it's a lot of experiences from there. I've learned one thing. A good friend of mine said to me once, he said, Chris, whenever you feel that you're not getting what you're expecting from something, you step away from it. So in my experience, what I've learned is I don't want to be seen as the person that's just one thing. So I've done so many different things and did a lot of traveling, went on the continent a few times, just basically, and it's all business related in terms of what we needed to do.
Right.
And I worked with a lot of the black businesses. I've done work with some of the ones that you know in terms of helping businesses get off the ground working. We write business plans, we set them up, we do websites, we do financial marketing. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But the key behind it is not me. I'm not the person. It's the people around who's really doing the stuff. And I work with people that's close to me.
Wonderful.
That we grew up with, that
Wonderful.
we know that this is basically how things work. And we will see our community continuing to grow. There's a lot that we have learned from doing stuff here in Toronto that when I go to other cities, and we will go to different cities because we've seen that happen, that you learn from the experiences. I always say, don't be afraid to fail.
That's how you learn.
Because we've made decisions. Some of the decisions was not the best decisions, but you learn from them. And as long as you learn from those decisions, you start moving forward. Those are the things that you can say, well, don't touch that because I've seen it a mile away. I've gone through that before. And so that's what made me who I am today. And we talk about Windsor, but I still live in Toronto.
Right.
I still live in the GTA here. Travel there, we go there very often. But the person on the ground I have to give a lot of credit to is Queen Amina.
Nice.
She is the glue in all the stuff we talk about here. She's the person there who's really working very hard, dealing with. No, you think it's a walk in the park. It's challenging dealing with people, and most times you see people say, "Oh, overnight success." It's never overnight success.
It could never be.
It's a lot of stuff that happens, a lot of pain that you grow, and we've gone through chances where we wanted to just put our hands in there and say walk away.
Yeah.
We've gotten to the stage many times,
Right.
but we decided no, we are not going to do that. We're going to continue to stress and move forward, and every single year the festival is getting better. We got vendors who have been with us from the very first year. We have vendors coming from Africa, vendors coming from Toronto, all over the place, but they're there. We have artists coming from all over the place. When we look at, we have an international component to the festival, we have a local component to the festival, but everything is happening right now, and we're taking it from one stage to the next.
All right, but this is your third year, right?
This is the third year.
Can you lay up a couple of the challenges you have encountered in building up this process?
Oh yeah, mainly. Financial is the first one.
Okay.
Being able to deal with permits and making sure that you get them right, learning to deal with stakeholders, who they are, and for being accepted, because you gotta remember that you're coming in with a brand new festival that people would push back on because it's something that they know is going to grow and bypass everything else eventually, so you're going to have that pushback. Sometimes your own community are your challenge. They're the ones that give you the hardest time.
Yes.
But there are people, not a whole, I can't demonize the community because a lot of people from the community that's the ones that's helping you, that's with us, that's working with us. Obviously, there are people that's trying to not help you and try to make sure that you fail.
Right.
And that's within that's endemic.
Yes, you can.
So,
that's worldwide.
yeah, so we can stop them from happening. So those are some of the things. The travel back and forth is a lot because it costs. I mean,
right.
Gas and then if you stay longer, time and all that stuff, and then dealing with trying to get sponsors, trying to get grants. I mean, we try writing a lot of grants, not getting through with the grants. There's a lot of people who've helped, and I must say I want to give kudos to some of the people who have been with us for a long time. My buddy Johnny Bradford, who was being with me from the very first time, helping me out here with the finance and helping me with grant writing and a whole bunch of stuff we've done. We've had people in Windsor. Queen basically have a whole bunch of people that works along with her and helps with the whole process. She does a lot and has given up a lot just to be able to and going to school at the same time. But she's finished now, but she was doing that while she was going to school. And then building up and creating as she went on, because she started a film festival.
Okay.
And the film festival last year was the first year. We had over 100 and something entries in the film festival with the Windsor International Diaspora African Black Film Festival there. And then this year is another one. She has a number of people that there's a board that was created. We have a president and a whole bunch of other people that's working along with it. The school, the university has helped out. The government has helped with sponsors. Some of the other organizations has helped out in terms of helping it and moving it forward. The government of Canada with one of its grants. And so there's a lot that's happening right now. To get those events, and the good thing about it is that they're happening at the same time. So if you come to Windsor, you come for the WIDAFEST, you can come for the film festival. It's the same 3 days. The 15th, the 16th, and the 17th. So you can go, you can see films. And now on the Sunday, there's gonna be a gala, and we really want people to come out and to enjoy that and have fun with the festival this year.
Fantastic. Chris, with the WIDAFEST, what is your vision, mission, statement for this organization?
Now, the vision for this organization, without rhyming out parroting the entire vision, but what we really want to do is to bring the community together, to grow the community, to make sure that we can represent all the things that can help a community. When you come into that area, you know for sure that festival is going to showcase your culture, it's going to showcase your food, showcase your music. It's going to bring people, not only that, but bring people from other communities together to see exactly who we are, what we are, and to take it, the festival, to take the community to a total different level and to show that we are capable of doing the things that people think we're not capable of. We are capable of being the best, and we can show and shine throughout. And we know for sure the goal, the vision is literally to get that festival to mirror what's happening in Toronto, but different in a sense that we want to be able to use the word control early on. I'm not sure if the control is the right word, but being able to have a certain level of autonomy.
Right, thank you.
Okay, to be able to, we are the go-to to make things happen along with this festival as we move forward.
Right.
It's an amazing festival, it's amazing people, and we just want to make sure, we want to thank your radio station.
Thank you, sir.
For helping out, for even having this interview, and I know that you're promoting it here.
Yes.
We want to continue to work with you in the coming years.
I'm always here.
And hopefully a festival at that size, when we get to where we need to be, we can say it's radio stations like your radio station that helped us to give us a voice to take us to where we needed to go.
Right.
And there's a lot of other people that we are standing on their shoulders to make it happen. I don't like to start calling names, so when you do that you forget some and you offend some.
Exactly, everybody, we include everybody.
Yes, but it's an amazing time, it's exciting time.
It is.
And we want you to come from Toronto. It's a short drive. You could come for one day. Come see the festival, see everything that's happening in Windsor, and see that Windsor is a growing city. Essex County is a growing region, and there's a lot's happening there. I know there's a lot of money that's being pumped into that city and to kind of get it back on its feet, and we want to be part of the growth. We work with the city. We work with the police,
Right.
the fire. We want to make sure that we give the Ottawa BIA some credit because they're helping us out
Interior.
also. Yeah, the city of Windsor, the Windsor Police. There's a whole bunch of different people, and I want to give a shout out again to people like Libero. Okay, because they believed in us and they're basically working to help us. I want to give FEDEF through the MRP program that they're helping us also. We're working with a whole bunch of different areas. There's so other groups. We work with another group which is called the YCA, which is helping youths. They're working along with us out of the African village. Zealand's working out of the African village. We have a bunch of African communities that are working out of the African village because all of these are part of what's happening there and they are participating in WIDAFEST also. So it's a great thing that's happening and we want to make sure we continue to give it the impetus to move forward.
Splendid. Where can fans find you on WIDAFEST? On social media platforms.
Okay, we do have it. So we have WIDAFEST.com. Okay, you can get us at, if you want to send an email to us, it's zealandcreatives@gmail.com. If you go on there, you can find us through Instagram, through Facebook. Our social media is vibrant. You can go onto the website and find us there, and just enjoy.
Now, is there anything you want to punch in?
Oh yes. So WIDAFEST is 3 days of the festival. I want to make sure that you can come out to the festival. Is the Friday. Come see the drum festival. Come and enjoy as much as you can on Friday. The street parade on Saturday starts at an Argyle and Ottawa and goes to Langmoise, which is next to the Lansbury Park. We run along all the streets. So we want to give props to the BIA who's working along with us there. On a Sunday, you come out and enjoy the festival there. Drive, there's a bunch of hotels, there's tons of hotels, and it's only 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes from the park. Any of the hotels that you go to. Windsor's a very small place, and there's tons to see. Come, it's a historical area also, the Underground Railroad, and there's so much to learn from the city of Windsor. But come the 15th, 16th, and 17th of August, come to WIDAFEST, enjoy, come, stay, and play with us.
Chris, thank you for your correspondence. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your perspective.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
This is Chris Alexander, and we listen to Jackie Vibes Radio.